Hello, my dears. How are you doing? Well, here we are on the verge of another weekend, but this one is the last weekend in January. Wow, wow. A month that we were looking forward to, January 2021. Um, we had great expectations, and it has flown by. Some things have happened and some things haven't. And so, how is it for you? How is everything that you planned, or how's your life going? Well, I'm here to kind of just encourage you to keep on keeping on. We are still on our thriving mission. We must continue to follow all the mitigations and just to keep track of ourselves. So much is happening. Our theme that we worked on this week had to do with emotions. And that's a pretty huge topic because so many things happen that influence our emotions, that the emotions trigger memories. I mean, that's a complex issue just its own. But first we did clarity because it was the new year. We weren't saying that we were making New Year's resolutions. What we were saying is that we wanted to be clear in what we were doing. We want to be clear in knowing what we can control and what we cannot. It's no sense spending any time on anything that we cannot control, but it's important to focus on what we can control. And that's what resilient people do. They take a situation and they break it down and see, what can I do? How can I make this happen? How can I flourish? Well, emotions is huge. And yesterday, I think we talked a little bit about the heart's code. Now, the heart, which was interesting to even know that the heart actually is running this whole symphony in our body. The heart is communicating. It's communicating to others. It's it's speaking to us, sending us messages, and it is really, really interesting to know that the heart is just not a pump. You know, it has lots of important functions. You know, we are so wonderfully made. We have so many things that are linked to each other that impacts our healing. Today I was listening to Dr. Andrew Weil. I've spoken about him in the past in that he's the person who talks a lot about the breath and the healing power, because he talks about the body knows how to heal itself, but the mind gets in the way. Well, I was listening to him talk about music and the impact of healing that it has. You know, when we hear music, most of the time we're sitting and if it's something that we're enjoying, we're doing some toe tapping. You know, music is another dimension that touches our heart and gets our attention, and we kind of get wound up in it. We start singing or tapping, and so here we have music, and music has a healing impact also. So you got the heart sending you messages, and you have music that is controlling some of the functions in your body. And so just imagine what would happen if we got it all together. If we would look at all those energy making devices or tools, energy. That's what we're wanting. We want those things that help us to have energy, that help us, that has these vibrations. I don't know if you've ever heard bowls being played or different instruments. There are different chords even that some people hear, and it just seems like it touches us in a special way. And it's just interesting how the body responds to music. Years ago, I was taking guitar lessons, and my instructor decided to stop teaching because he wanted to go into teaching music to help people heal. So, music is an alternative to help us. And so I'm just mentioning these things to you, looking at them for myself, because we are in a crazy time, a stressful time, and we want to be careful because there's so much going on, and that energy that we need to survive, we want it to be positive, positive, and we don't want to connect with any negative, because these things can be contagious. Have you ever had a boss that came in and he was not a resonant boss? He or she just would point out all the negatives and everything, and he had a mindset that spread doom and gloom and impacted the whole office. And somebody would wonder, well, did he get up on the wrong side of the bed? But those are the kinds of things that we have to pay attention to, because we don't want to catch any of the negative energy. And it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on around here. So as you prepare to go into the last weekend of January, guard your heart. Look at your energy. Make sure that the energy that you're vibrating or communicating or feeling or sending out is a positive energy. Separate yourself from any negative, because all those things are going to impact whether you thrive, how you're feeling. We are such complex, wonderfully made humans. And it takes all of these things to make us whole, to heal us. And so as we prepare for this last weekend of January, before we go into Groundhog Day and Valentine's Day and all those things, we want to make sure that the emotions are under control. The emotions are fueling our energies. The emotions we're guarding them to make sure we don't pick up some kind of itis from someone else. So be encouraged. Enjoy your weekend. And remember, what are you thinking? What gets in the way when you are having a good day? What gets in the way when you're feeling wonderful? There are things that do happen, but remember, we're working purposely, intentionally to keep those good vibes, good vibrations, good energies going so that we can thrive. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll be back soon. Bye bye.